also be awful to wear.
What a very...
Well, you know what? Some motherfucker made Lady Gaga a meat dress, so I feel like it's doable.
I feel like, unironically, that would be easier to make than bacon pants.
Probably.
Because it was just an assortment of different cuts of meat and not just specifically one.
Also, you know, a dress is like a tube shape. Pants are not a tube shape.
Nonsense! It's just two tubes.
Okay.
Like,
in the last session,
yes.
in the last
we made
session,
bacon pants
you
and nothing else happened.
Went up to the second. Wait, hang on. I actually need to double check my floors. It's been a minute.
Correct. We did go to the second floor.
You did go to the second floor. You did phenomenal in your battle encounters there, and then you went up to the third floor, where once again you ran into
the guy whose name we don't know.
Yes, the one guy that you still don't have a name to. But another guy who you were introduced to, Drow Markin, who
is like
really fucked up Turbo's eye
for like really
no apparent reason.
That's true. Also, you forgot about the hirelings that we had with us that did absolutely fucking nothing and died.
Yes. To be fair, when I made them, they were going to die anyway, so it's kind of a very viewpoint.
Genuine question: why did they come with us then?
Why? Who knows? I'm not telling you the reason. Anyways, after that whole entire situation of Turbo getting his eye fucked up, you all decided to head back downstairs, where you were immediately held at Sword Point by the Regent Commandant of the Vedmire Police.
Oh yeah, Chief Dumbass.
Found guilty of murdering, or at least had a hand in the murder, of the right-hand advisor to the Grand Guildmaster of the Vedmire's Guild. I believe Turbo had the floor the last time we ended off this conversation.
Yes, one moment.
Are you still building that ship? Are you still building that shelf from the last session?
Oh, word, kill that guy.
No, I forgot. I had close to the watcher. Okay.
Power word, kill that guy. Right now. Do it.
So, let me get this straight, friend. You show up out of nowhere, alone, none of your other men with you, to a place that has a paper trail of known adventure activity here. To do the better thing of clearing bandits. To make the road into Vedmire safer. And you, like us, stumble upon the corpse of the hand of the Guildmaster. And you just point the finger at the first person you see there. Just so happens to be us, not the, I don't know, maybe 3 dozen bandits that were killed there. And me, well then I, still fucking bleeding. From somebody who is clearly more powerful, magically, than us all. You haven't given me any chance to explain myself. You haven't given my colleagues any chance to explain ourselves. You haven't given us a chance to provide any sort of evidence to suggest the contrary, that we would be responsible for killing a man who should not have been out here alone anyway, and whose absence from Vedmire should be raising all kinds of red flags. But no. You lever your sword at me and the 3 gentlemen behind me.
Yeah, get fucked.
I want your next words, to be chosen very fucking carefully. Because if you cannot look around and see the bodies, again, of the 3 dozen men we slaughtered here today to make Vedmire safer, I will very easily make you look like one of them. Unless you put your sword away and you do your job properly. Am I absolutely fucking clear?
The Regent Commandant hears everything you are saying and just puts his sword down his leg. My job, my orders, are to take in anyone who has a hand in the death of the right-hand advisor. I have no say in it.
Well,
I can
you
only
might not have a
ask.
say in it,
yeah.
but you better
Regent
learn some
Commandants are not
fucking sense. If you don't have a say in it, then you better learn some fucking sense. The men responsible, the sole men responsible for that, to our knowledge, are in need of a body bag to get out of this place. Not us. If you, or the court, or anybody else wants to talk to me or my friends, they can do it properly. I will expect a summons in my mailbox when I get back to Venmaya. I have much, much bigger things to do with my time than to sit on the back of your fucking horse. Which, by the way, would we walk? You'd rather us walk? The 2 days? Back to the fucking city? I think not. We have done the city a service. 3 people are dead to make this city better. Which, by the way, got their orders straight from the chief of police. So, Regent Commandant, get a fucking grip. Take note of the bodies that have been killed there. Take notes on the cell that the Hand of the Guildmaster died in, and get back to me. I'll provide a witness account of how we found him and what we were doing at this place. I am not entitled to explain it to you. I am only entitled to explain it to the court if they summon me. Good fucking day. Walk off.
Bailiff, tackle that guy.
He's welcome to try to tackle us as he wants. I'd like to see him try, personally.
Is someone talking? Are we
I
chilling?
believe so.
No, you're good. I was coughing up a storm. I had my mic muted. I was really
Okay.
thinking of a response for that. You got my message though, right?
I did, and I chose to ignore
Alright.
them.
Supremely based.
I did, and I chose to ignore them because Francis is heated right now. He's not gonna listen to some
Incredibly
voice in his
rightfully
head.
so.
And once we're away from Regent asshole,
Regent commander of my ass.
yeah, I'll explain to the rest of the boys here what that voice in my head was.
As you walk past the Regent Commander, he just slides his sword back into his scabbard and just kind of like stares straight forward. As you walk out, there is a small battalion outside of this fortress, with 40 some of the higher echelon members of the police force just waiting their captain's orders, along with a prison cart, waiting for you all out there.
Quite impressed by how quietly this entire best scrap moved. Didn't see them at all when we came up here.
That is their job. And the Commandant is going to fall in behind you and just motion the battalion to stand down. If you want to make this as difficult as you possibly can, Lovejoy, by all means, you can walk back to the city. Summer will get you, give you your summons. just pray that they're kinder than I am whenever they do call upon you.
Mm-hmm. I also pray that they're smarter. Look forward to getting the summons. I'll see you in court. Now, mount my horse. And
did you have a horse?
Yeah, we all had horses.
Yeah,
we all
we
rode
have
in on
horses.
horses.
Oh, that's right.
But,
I forgot that you had
Got here.
horses. It's been a while. I thought you all walked for some reason, and I got confused whenever Turo said you would walk. I'm like, you walked here? Is that right? Yeah. No. Go ahead. Oh, all right.
So what's the download, do you guys think? Is region commandant there, is he, on someone's payroll, or is he actually the commander? I've never met that guy before, that's why I'm asking.
Are you asking in character or asking me?
Either or.
In character.
You've heard of him. You've definitely heard of the region commandant. I don't think you would have ever
Why
met
exactly?
him. Why?
Like, what does he do? Yes.
He's like the commanding general of like the Denmark police force. Like, he is the person who goes to deal with like massive scale disputes, like town skirmishes. Like, if two villages are having issues with each other due to like trade disputes or something like that, or massive bandits outposts.
Okay.
Like, he's the one who goes out to go there.
Okay.
Pokemon
As someone who has literally never left Venmire in my entire life, I probably have not heard of that guy. If he deals
No,
with
you
stuff
would
outside
have.
the state.
That does mean that we just did his job.
Yeah, I was gonna say we probably, when you get that summons, we probably can bring up the fact that we are the sole group that apprehended 2 witnesses of this cult for them to question.
Mm-hmm. But don't forget the 2 main people who really would have had a lot of information gone away. So you have that to deal with too.
We can also comment on the fact that we told the commandant that there were more people in the thing, and he just fucking left. So
that is fair. Yeah, we did say, hey, by the way, there are more people, and he said, not my problem.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it is actually his problem.
It's very much his problem.
It is.
So
really
again,
his
I gotta
problem.
ask to the group. You think like he's on the up and up, or because it's seeming to me like he's either the dumbest person alive or he's actually evil and in league with those guys.
This is so incredibly fishy to me because, again, the right hand of a guild master doesn't just disappear.
Oh yeah, especially not without the chief of police knowing about it.
Exactly. He is a man who probably can't go anywhere without some kind of detail, and more importantly, the actual governance of the city likely would not be able to function without him, at least not efficiently. His absence would most certainly be noticed by everybody involved, which either means he fucked up to a degree that has not happened since we've been alive, or maybe he had his own death wish. But there was no security detail there with him. We didn't find any of their bodies. We didn't see any of them lurking about or looking for him, which, again, leads me to believe that this has most certainly been done on purpose.
Oh, most certainly.
Furthermore, while I was chewing out Regent Dumbass, I got some random voice in my head. I have no idea what it was. It wasn't anybody I know or heard of, but they were like, "You're being framed for murder," and to come quietly. Just to ignore that, because I don't know who that voice was, and I don't know what their intentions are. Maybe, I mean, fuck,
the right
I have
choice.
just nearly lost an eye.
Also,
because-
if they told us we're being framed for murder, I think the last thing we should want to do is
Just go quiet.
go quietly.
Exactly.
Honestly, Lovejoy, I didn't know.
I checked, you get executed for that. And
Honestly,
I quite like
Lovejoy.
living.
I also quite
Honestly.
like living, But that is also why I told him to see him in quote 1 to buy his time, but 2, there will be a definite paper trail to whatever it was that were happening. We've got the receipts from the Adventurers Guild. I'm not worried about any of that. But as soon as we found his body, I knew something was horribly wrong. And we had bigger fish to fry, like actually, getting the fuck out of there and finishing the job we were meant to do in the first place.
Which, speaking of, clearly this organization has a bit of a grouping to it, seeing as it's led by a clown and also that other guy, the war deserter dude. Has anyone, run into anything like that before? I've never seen it in the city personally.
I haven't.
Clown Man or.
I haven't either, but
like
Clown Man was seemed to make sure that we knew that his operation was in Venmaya, and more importantly, was there to stay.
Hey, Leo.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, like, as he said, like, this, as Turbo said, this is like a pretty new cult, yeah? Like, I wouldn't have seen anything before.
No, you probably would have seen remnants of this. Not this one particularly, but like some of the odd like ins and outs that you've seen with like holding people captive to make potions. Some like weird prayer situations, like ritualistic things. Like you've seen bits and pieces of it, but a lot of it kind of like how religion is in the real world. It evolves over the course of however fast it wants to evolve. Like you notice like some things look similar. AJ would definitely know a lot about this because you're an elf. You've seen most of this shit during the war, so this isn't new for you. That doesn't mean you would know John Marquine. You were
right
away from that situation, but a lot of this stuff brings back memories of the war.
Gotcha.
But to be noted, Turbo, the Masked Man and Drow Markin, their conversation was like, our operations are taking place in other major city settlements too. So it's not just situated in Venmire, it's happening fucking everywhere.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm sure you would have relayed that to the team too.
A big organization that's doing something, we have no idea what, in a bunch of different places across the world. We don't really know what they want. All we know is that the government is incredibly inept, and I suppose they probably need to be stopped.
Yeah.
Do we know anything else? That's where we're at.
That's kind of where you're at.
Great. I didn't want to have any information at all. We didn't need that. I suppose we'll figure this out.
Oh. All right.
No matter what.
The only information that you have currently is the fact that they were looking for something and they found it, but that was unlisted. They are currently looking for more people to go continuously find, so a lot more people are being abducted from caravans or from towns to basically deal with the labor force. And a lot of these guys suffer from specific nightmares about a big-ass crow, which is in the journal that Air Force found.
As far as actionable intel goes.
As far as actionable intel goes,
nothing.
No, nothing. That's probably on my end that's bad, but I will rectify that shortly.
Okay,
this is mostly... I don't want to come at you, Leo, but I have literally no fucking idea what I'm doing right now.
No, I know.
And, I would definitely like to. I understand that the jail probably had some information for us, but also, no fucking shot up going to jail.
No, that's reasonable.
So anyway, I started blasting.
John Dockerman is actually going to greater lengths than most to ensure he can do things and not go to jail.
This is very accurate.
No, I know it's very accurate.
Is there a chance that my crew would have information on this that you could toss to us? Because they're still sailing around. Is there a chance they've seen things that we haven't? They could relay some information.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're still making your way to the town.
Yeah. So when we get back to town, I'll definitely do very quick. Whether they're in town or not, I'll get information to them. I don't know how, but I'll make it happen.
Mm-hmm. I'm really.
You know what? Just fuck it. Just for the fun of it, too. As we're walking back, I want to try and just speak with some animals.
All right.
If I can. Hold on. Actually, hold on. No, I don't have... I don't even... You know what? You just see fucking Arden just fuck off and...
Fucking doing shit fucking plain English.
he's just talking to a very wild bear, and he's just like, yeah, I know these fucking gods, am I right?
The bear just runs.
Ask of the wild.
I don't know why I was just so confident then that I had speak with animals as a spell. I think I just thought, oh yeah, I have a high nature check. I can speak with animals.
I guarantee to you, if you roll high, that squirrel knows sign language. I guarantee it.
All squirrels know sign language. That's true.
But to clarify, you don't have the ability to speak to animals, do you?
I do not.
Okay. Cool.
I'm
so very sorry. I just was so constantly wrong with that.
You are so exhausted and so tired of the situation, you start to hallucinate. I can speak to animals and are just like continuously walking, but it's all in your head though.
Every member of the party is just turned into a really weird looking animal, just riding the horses.
Yeah, to Arden, for whatever reason, Onyx has now turned into an elk, and he's very hungry, and he's like, you know, it's time to hunt.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop out my wings, so in his vision, I'm now just an elk with large black wings.
Arden sits down by a tree and he needs to close his eyes.
Arden's convinced it's actually not that he's hungry; he just knows the elk is hungry.
You are you successfully transform into a biblically accurate elk.
God damn it!
Be not afraid, Arden.
Why is this bush burning? Where did my accent go? I don't know what's going on.
Can I?
As you're all walking. I'm gonna make this shit on the fly. As you are walking, you get to Venmire. Let me actually fucking...
Did we take a long rest on the road? Please, God, say yes.
Yeah, sure. You were on the road for 2 days. So, I mean, like, it's not totally unforeseeable.
The second that we make camp the first night, when you're clearly going crazy, I start speaking to you in Celestial and saying the squirrels are hiding secrets, you must attempt to find them.
Yeah, Arden just fucking domes a squirrel and, like, pins its fucking corpse to a goddamn tree.
Oh my god!
Incredible.
Oh my Jesus. That'll weigh on your conscience for the foreseeable future.
No, it won't. He's lived in the woods.
He's been doing this for a while.
Yeah. He fucking skins this shit with a, like, sort of precision and, like, efficiency that is frightening.
As you all make your way into the city, Panda, I'm going to assume you're going to go off into your own bar and go do your own thing. Try to get...
Yeah, also, what's the drow doing? Is he adjusting okay? The drow that we saved? Or is he fast and I have to hit him in the back of the head?
The drow... The 2 days you've been gone, the drow...
Smack that drow.
The drow has picked up bar life pretty easily. Turbo, it is up to you whether or not you want to go back to your newspaper stand. However, I advise... It is just, like, advised. Probably not. But fuck around and find out if you really want to. You can go ahead and do that.
How is my...
How is your eye?
Yeah.
Still fucked up. Would you like to go see a cleric to go try to get that figured out?
Would love to.
Cool. You can go do that. Who wants to go with Turbo to get his eye checked?
Fuck it. I'll go.
Okay. And then Wraith, are you gonna go with Panda? Or are you gonna go back to your tavern?
I'm gonna head back to my crew, and I'm gonna put the word out about weird people doing weird shit. the
Cool.
cult
Both
stuff.
you and Pan are doing the exact same thing. Cool.
With different clientels, it's perfect.
Yeah, with different clientels. Wraith is more on the ground, like classic Thieves Guild style.
My contacts are the seedy motherfuckers. I'm asking basically dock workers if they've seen, are there sketchy people, human trafficking on the ships or something like that.
Yeah. Kind of your contacts can basically give you any information you would want from around the world.
May I humbly request everything they know about the cult?
You can.
And if they could have taught, and I would also like to slightly complain they didn't teach me to read better. It's starting to bite me in the ass, and I'm really regretting it.
No, I would have said by the time like you left the crew and did this other stuff, you would have had to learn like basic reading and writing.
No, yeah, I can basically read. It's just not very fast, and I'm very self-conscious about it, and I want them to know it's their fault.
Mm-hmm.
Based.
I was raised there. They should have taught me better.
No, that's totally fair. All right, so I lost the weird. As you are talking to your informant, Panda, it's this like little halfling guy, who, for worse or for wear, has just been like through the fucking ringer. Like, the guy is just fucking a goddamn abysmal to look at.
Like ugly or like her? This is a very, very important distinction.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's ugly. I was like, fuck, we're gonna describe him to be ugly.
His name?
Huh?
Is his face bad enough that I would remember his name?
Steve.
Fucking Steve.
We're gonna go with Steve. Sure.
Alright.
I got caught with my pants down and I realized I have given you no information on whatsoever, so we're just fucking winging it.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's my bad. That's my bad as a DM, and I'll do better in the future. So this little halfling named Steve comes by. Steve was actually part of your original crew, who also left right around the time that you did. But since his face is like, and he's not like, it's not like he was ugly because he was born that way. Like, due to the years of like constant like being on a ship in the weather, raids against other ships,
yeah, he's pretty
with like
up.
Yeah, he's scarred up and like he's missing an eye, he's like missing some fingers on his hands. But he holds himself up high as like, as a man of the sea. And he's your main contact to basically get in touch with a lot of your old crew who kind of split off from the main ship, made their own things, but you all still keep in touch to not screw each other over if it comes to like scores. So like if one crew currently has a score planned out near the realm of Elion for the elves, people know to avoid that area just so that they don't, accidentally bump heads and kill each other.
Fair enough.
It's a code of honor basically among pirates.
So would you say that it may just be Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves?
Basically. I've never seen
Awesome.
the movie, but basically.
I apologize. I needed to...
It comes full circle,
guys,
ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, guys, who's Chris Pine? Who's Chris Pine? Tell me now.
With you,
Clearly
Panda,
together, Steven.
He's not going to have any information for you right then and there because he's got to send word out to the various members of your crew, depending like how far they are. It's going to take at least 1 or 2 days. But what he can give you is basically that the cult's name is the Cracked Eye of Revenoak.
Ravenoak or Revenoak?
Revenoak.
Revenoak. The Cracked Eye of Revenoak.
Cracked Eye of Revenoak. A very small cult that's kind of sprung up in popularity as like an alternative religion to the main pantheon of the gods. that exists in like all the realms. But he doesn't really have any information on like ritual kidnapping and or killing, so he's got to dig more information onto that one.
Okay, and if he's gonna send out to the rest of the crews anyway, go ahead and make sure. I want to have him go ahead and make sure that he puts out extra word that they are most likely kidnapping, smuggling people, most likely slaves.
Yeah.
And to just pay extra attention to any slaver ships because there will be fuck shit.
Yeah, he'll put the word in. He'll put it. Steven like relays his like I'll put it on my best raven, so and send it out.
I appreciate it just to get the Steven.
Hopefully, I'll be able to get information to you 2 days time.
Sounds phenomenal.
Wraith, with your contacts in the criminal underworld, you can get a bit more information about that. How a lot of shipments have been attacked more recently, but it's mainly shipments coming from higher end clientele. So like the bigger trading ports, guys, like your spice trade, your lumber trade, animals, like basically people who are basically swimming in fucking cash, unironically, are the ones being more targeted. Very rarely people like in your area are being targeted, but it happens once in a blue moon. In terms of like shipping, but a lot of people have started going missing on caravan trails. A lot of these trails consist of just normal trails for like everyday people making their way through to different parts of Gladmoria, to different settlements. The trading routes, once in a blue moon, someone will get word of like a massive caravan attack. How everything's basically gone, but they can't find anybody after the fact, which is cause for concern of like, you know, better protection, which is where your clientele basically came in, where you have offered your services on top of whatever you're shipping to wherever you need to be. A lot of your guys who basically do work the shipping, the shipping yards, the dock workers. There are slow periods for some of them, so obviously not everybody can get work in the shipping yard during the slow periods. So they offer themselves up as, you know, arms for hire. You get the same thing like a cult, the Cracked Eye of Roanoke, has been popping up. A lot of people are like going more into that alternate religion. You hear words that the Dwarven Kingdom, who you have strong ties with in that criminal world, that religion has started to take a strong root in the empire, to where the cult members have actually, you know, I'm trying to word this correctly. They've started getting like small little plots of land to build small worshipping areas, you know, small temples. And it's, these guys are like, I can't think of the word. They're very devoted to this new religion. It's almost feverishly. That's the word I was thinking of how devoted they are to this cult. You've not really heard too much beyond that, though. And we go over. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, all right.
Okay. And we go to Turbo with his eye situation, where him and Arden go to the cleric, the exact same cleric, where you guys talk to Weird. Go back. And we'll just put you there just for actual interactive. So you and AJ Turber arrive back in the market square of Vimar. I would assume you've pulled your hood up just to, like, kind of hide your face, since you are technically wanted by the police, but no one really did anything to stop you from getting anywhere. Arden doesn't give a fuck. He just does what he wants.
So true. Are there is this like a little open market type of area at all?
Yeah,
here,
yeah. It's basically like a farmer's market. A lot of these
Arden
buildings
has that squirrel that he killed earlier, and he's gonna try and sell it for like a piece of silver or some shit.
Go ahead. More power to you, my friend.
Fair enough.
Turbo, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, you were like really quiet that entire time.
Yeah, you're good.
All
I
right.
was just letting you explain. I'm just gonna tell Arden and be like, do whatever you gotta do. I'm gonna make this fast. I'll meet you back up here.
Alright.
As you two separate, the doors open and you see the main cleric that you saw earlier. He just kind of looks up and goes, "Oh, do you need assistance there, friend? Why, what happened to your eye?"
It's an extremely long story, but it was done. It was done with magic. We were standing there. I was about to have a conversation with him when everything seemed to just stop. He killed 3 people that we were adventuring with by simply touching their foreheads. It was like... I don't know, it was very strange, and then he took his finger and he just carved it down my face. I came to you guys because I'm not sure if it's some kind of curse or... I don't know, I couldn't get the bleeding to stop on the ride over. It's been just slowly bleeding now for days.
Well, let us go ahead and take a look at you. You seem to have been put right through the ringer, it would seem.
Yeah.
And he just walks over to like one of the pews in the church, and just kind of undoes the wrapping. And as the wrapping is being undone, like you can smell like very sweet, kind of moldy smell being like coming off like your face. Like it almost makes you want to fucking throw up how fucking bad this shit stinks. And the cleric is just kind of looking at you and goes, well, this is terrible. But
has it started? Is it infected yet?
Oh,
I tried to keep it clean, but again, with it being out for days and not being able to get it to stop,
well, it seems like you've done quite enough to stop it from getting severely infected. You try to see if I can salvage your eye. As he does so, he grabs a bottle, uncorks it, puts like a healing slab on it, and it just kind of starts like gently pressing the healing slab into the long cut of your over your face. He's not directly touching your eye just yet, as he's kind of like packing it down in there, trying to close up the wound, and is like doing archaic chants like words of healing and words of mending, to try to slowly close up the wound, which it does. However, since it was magic based, the cleric goes, well, I was able to seal the wound and get it to stop bleeding, but fortunately you'll have quite a vicious reminder of that. It unfortunately scarred, as it is magic based. Let me see what I can do for your eye. And as he like gently opens your eye, with your good eye that you still have, like you can see like he starts around like, I'm afraid that the damage to your main eye has been too severe. the very least, the best I could do for you is to remove it and cauterize that entire area. You won't be able to see out of that eye, not unless you were to get lucky and find an artifact or an eye and replace it with your own, but no. The best I could do is just to remove the eye completely.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Let's get this over with.
When you say that, he reaches into a pouch and, like, pulls out a thick leather strap. Just kind of holds your head and just kind of shoves the leather strap in there. He's like, do me a favor. Don't bite on your tongue.
Yeah, bite down real hard. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. And with that, he takes his 3 fingers and just kind of like, with a cleansing spell, removes any like dirt and contamination onto his eye. And just kind of slowly pries your eye out of your face. Severs the optical nerve. And closes your eyes. Closes your left eye. Says a healing spell. Basically clears up any, previous contamination within the eye.
Body horror, body horror, body horror.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get too descriptive with that. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. And
I remember the BG3 noise.
Oh yeah, basically the Baldur's Gate 3 style, but there's no pick. He's just taking his meaty hands and just kind of shoving it into your eye. I suck it.
I mean, if the eye's that damaged, it probably wouldn't take that much to pop out.
Oh
anyway.
No. He puts the eye in a little pouch and just kind of puts it in. He's like, all right, well, best I can just say for any residual pain you might have, stop at any of the markets and get yourself a large cup of ale, I would probably say, and drink that away. That'll probably help men with the pain. But for something more practical and serious, probably a medicinal potion would be best advice to you.
Thank you very much. How much do you all usually charge for your services?
Put that gold away. You've already been put through enough. Go on. Get yourself some rest.
Wait.
Yourself some
Wait. If anybody comes looking by asking if you treated a man with a busted eye...
No, I didn't.
You did not. That is for your safety and the safety of the church. Maybe, I don't know, take a vacation. And I'll chuck him, not chuck him, but I'm gonna leave 50 gold.
Shit whips a bag of gold in his face.
In a bag. I'm gonna leave like 50 gold in a bag on the edge of the pew. And, head out.
Alright. As he does that, you look back and like you see him like, grab the bag of gold and just puts it in like the donation tin and closes it back up and walks off to go help another person who needed his care. Arden, you cannot find anybody to buy your really shitty piece of squirrel meat.
Hey, it's not shitty.
In his defense, he's a master hunter. That is quality squirrel meat at worst.
Yeah, nobody wants it.
That is absolutely sellable squirrel meat.
As he's
To
trying
say
to
it's perfect.
haggle,
I
as
saw
he's
him
trying
shoot it.
Sellable
as he's
squirrel
trying,
meat goes hard.
as he's
That
trying
is
to
market
haggle,
value
as,
squirrel meat.
as he's trying to haggle this piece of squirrel meat to a dwarven butcher. I have no need for this fucking whatever the hell it is, like morsel of meat. I only deal in cow, elk, deer, bear on the rare occasion.
Small cow.
So, wait. He sells bear, but not an actual meat that people eat? Do people eat bear regularly?
You can. It's very
I know you
easy, but if you
can eat a lot of
look at-
things, but do people eat it regularly?
Arden just looks.
Eat squirrel.
Arden nods his head.
Apparently people eat squirrel less than bear?
Arden has absolutely eaten a bear.
Well, that I believe.
Yo.
I would believe on 3 separate occasions Arden ate sticks because they looked enough like meat to make the hunger go away.
So true. Anywho, he's gonna try and haggle, and you know what? I was gonna.
You know what? Go ahead and roll me a flat d6. I will also roll myself a flat d6, and I will let you know if you get that or not. You gotta beat a
4,
3.
baby.
You okay?
I got a 4.
Okay,
Master salesman.
fantastic. The dwarf just kind of looks at you and is
This is
like,
the
really
best trade deal in history. You know it. I know it.
No.
Everyone knows it.
The dwarf is just looking at you and like he sees like you get like more persistent, like buy it, until like he eventually goes like, if I buy it from you, will you please leave?
Absolutely.
He gives you 1 gold coin for that.
Oh, that's more than I gave myself, because I thought earlier you had said to just give myself a silver, so I was like, all right, fuck it.
You said
I'll
silver.
I did say silver, but if you're gonna give me a gold, I'll take a gold.
He wants you to leave. That's his only objective.
You know, it's so fair. Does he have anything of value to sell?
It's a meat market.
Oh, this is
What did you think you sold squirrel meat to?
He sold it to the blacksmith for a little
down here. Yeah. Okay. Heard.
I respect. Oh my god!
I want your finest hammer for this squirrel.
I did not see. I don't know how I didn't see it, but I just did not see the actual like fucking butcher house that's down here. Anywho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
can I sell you
successfully sold
arrows?
Your bit of squirrel.
So sure. So yeah, I flick, or I like fucking do a little coin trick with my gold coin, and I just walk back over to Turbo. I'm just like,
you walk back with a big old grin on your face, like I did it. I'm a master salesman.
No, Arden. He doesn't have a use for this shit because like he mostly just needs gold to like keep up, basic needs sometimes, and get some more arrows and shit. But anytime he can just kind of like, I don't know, he feels a little proud of himself sometimes. Anywho, he'll walk back over to Turbo and just by the look of it, be like, oh, did not go too well then.
I figured this was probably happening. I was probably toast. It was better to just take it out, make sure it wouldn't get infected.
I suppose.
I'm sure you know the dangers of having an infection that close to your brain. So,
really, an infection anywhere now is kind of a death sentence, if I'm going to be real.
Exactly. So, I'm considering myself lucky to just fuck it and kill me the long way. I need to get to
what was that you cut out?
Yeah,
I need to get to the newspaper.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna go try and find the others. I just want to get rid of that piece of meat. We didn't really need it. So
all right.
I will say that you're gonna give him directions on how to get to one of the other taverns because he doesn't know where the fuck that is.
I'll give him directions to both. I've lived here a very long time. I know exactly how to get to both of them.
Fair enough.
What time of day is it, Leo?
It was midday when you left the fortress. I'll say it's midday right now.
Okay, great.
So like, getting pretty close to like afternoon, like 1, 2-ish. Like the sun's starting to set.
I'm gonna tell Arden that Braun will be at his place. I believe Onyx is at his. Find one of them, but let's try and meet at Braun's tonight at dinner. If I'm not
Arden
there,
has no other plans, so he's just already going to be fucking just chilling there the entire day.
If I'm not there, then I've probably been arrested. Act accordingly.
Well, I'm out there by say 7. You want us to come a looking?
Come a looking, or
We'll just go immediately down to the jail and try and break you out.
will bail me out. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Fuck these guys.
Here
deserve money.
is. I'm gonna hand him 500 gold.
Damn.
I've got like 10 gold to my name right now. After this,
Okay.
this is for bail money. If
he just
necessary.
takes it. Is like, I don't know you, and just like walks off.
Jen, do not spend this on anything.
Arden just flashes you
my
his
bail, if
pouch
necessary.
that has 702 gold in it, and he's just like, mate, I don't need your gold. Keep it on you in case you run into some
No,
trouble.
do not, because I can't spend it from jail. So
You can
Boy.
buy your own bail, can you not?
Excuse me.
I don't know.
You can pay your own
I've
bail.
never been arrested before. Don't know.
Oh, well,
And again, this is all fishy anyway. It might not work like normal jail. They might treat me as a. And I'm gonna pull you in close.
For all you know, they
treat
could
me as an enemy of the state. Those people don't
That
get bail; they get blades. Okay, listen.
I was
Arden
about to
has
say
fond
that was
memories of
one
killing
time.
Empire soldiers.
I wasn't even there for that. That's the
I
best
know
part.
he wasn't. I know he wasn't. But my brain was so ingrained for that. It was.
Wait, what's happening?
Wait, what?
I'll tell you after the session. We gotta keep going. So Lovejoy, you hand him your 500 gold. You have 10 gold to your name, and you walk off into the direction of your newspaper. Arden, fuck it, I don't care where you go. Pick one of the taverns to go to. Oh my god, we need to keep this. We need to keep this rolling. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay. Oh my god. I am dying. Holy shit. Okay, Turbo. Fuck, you start walking into the direction of your newspaper. I will say that right here on the map is the actually no, that's too close. Right here. Right here's the little market area that you were at, where you got healed at. So it's only going to take you about 30-40 minutes to get to your newspaper.
Alright.
Section. It is up to you, though, whether or not you want to take a longer route to try to avoid soldiers, or say fuck we ball and just kind of walk through.
Mama ain't raised no bitches in here.
Yeah, I'm going the short way because I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't had a chance to get the summons yet. There's no way they've already gotten it to me.
No, that's completely fair.
So I'm going to go,
which is a fair statement, because you left before the battalion did. The battalion still had to like do some stuff. Obviously, they didn't pass you, so it's very reasonable to assume that for like the next day and a half, I'll even say like maybe next 2 days, weather permitting, on the road, that you're fine.
Great. Then yeah, I'm gonna go the short way.
Mm-hmm.
Some pep in my step.
That's fair.
And yeah.
So you get to your newspaper building, station. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm still hooked up on that fucking enemy of the state comment. You walk inside, and I forgot the name of your
Mac.
assistant.
Her name was
Mac.
I open the door and I immediately call out to her, Mac. Mac, are you here?
Mr. Lovejoy, you've been gone quite a while.
Yeah, and everything is about to go to hell. And I mean everything is about to go to hell. I throw my coat up on the rack, and I rush into the edit bay. I've got 3 stories, maybe 4 for you. All of them are front page worthy, but all of them have to go out at the same time because it might be the very last publication that we ever do.
Going out with a bang, I seem filled with joy.
Yes. I'm going to tell you nothing. Because to do so could incriminate you. Possibly. I haven't done anything illegal. I haven't done anything wrong. But they are going to pretend like we have. It is of the utmost importance that we stand our ground right now. There's foul play involved. A top story, front page. The hand of the Guildmaster is dead. And the city is trying to cover up for those responsible. Do I know who's responsible yet? No. But it is probably the city itself. Someone in the city government. That is not the matter. I'm going to quickly write all of these stories as quickly as I can. I'm going to be as descriptive as I can, including, and I'm going to, as I say that, I round the corner, how I lost this, and I'm going to point to my eye. The moment this paper hits the streets, I mean the moment this paper hits the streets, probably going to have to go mobile for a little while. They haven't taken our guild license yet, but they will probably come for that too. I have urged them to do this by means of through the courts, have this process be as long as possible. We've got, I don't know, maybe 1,500 gold. Keep publishing for as long as we can, as long as people keep buying the paper. That won't change. I don't know. Maybe it might not be the last publication we ever do. It might be the last publication I do alive, but it certainly probably won't be the last one we'll ever do. Right. This is going to be chaotic.
When you're saying this, Mac kind of rolls up her sleeves, puts her hair in a bun, and she goes, "Well, it's been a while since I've worked overtime, sir. But I can assure you I will get all these papers out bright and early for the first edition tomorrow morning."
Tomorrow morning might not be soon enough. We might need it this afternoon. I'll help while I can. And I'm going to go upstairs, and I'm going to begin writing the story of... I'm going to begin writing the story of the disappearance of the Hand of the Grand Guildmaster. I'm going to write the story of what we were doing there. About how we were pursuing some bandits in order to make the road into Venmire safer so that business and overall the city could be better. Mm-hmm. Because the city guard and watch not staffed enough to really patrol that road as frequently as they need to. And I'm going to begin writing a story on the cult. Nothing crazy, because I just want to get the story out there. Nothing super long. Each story is probably a page each.
Mm-hmm.
And
as you're writing this all out, you suddenly feel the top of your right hand start to burn. It's almost like someone's scratching at it.
Not
And
now.
you grasp your hand as the pain and intensity start kicking in a lot more harder. And as you look at the top of your hand, you'll notice that there is a symbol forming on the top of your hand. And you know exactly what it is, too. It is a summons from your mistress.
Let's see if she makes house calls. And I'm going to... Actually, no, I'm going to ignore it for a moment.
That's fine.
How many stories do you think I've gotten through? Do you think I've gotten through... You think I'm writing the last one as this kind of starts to happen?
Yeah, you've been going at this for about an hour or two, going through writing out
I'm
rough drafts.
Definitely on the last story, because these are just gonna have to be rough drafts. We're not winning any Pulitzer prizes for these. I'm gonna cover my hand, and I'm gonna call out to Mac to get upstairs, and I'm gonna have her write. I'm gonna have her write the story, but I'm speaking what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
To make sure that story gets done before I take this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
the meeting doesn't have to take place right now. You can ignore this for a good bit until you want to go take care of it.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna...
It's basically think of it like a voicemail. And
okay.
kind of a weird way.
Okay.
Think of it like a voicemail, and it gives you a returning phone number to call back whenever at your most convenience. But you know that if you wait too long, you're gonna get screwed. But this just adds more to the fucking bullshit that's happening to you right now. That we're gonna go to Wraith. As we are looking into your tavern, let me go ahead and switch it on over. Where are you? Oh, I deleted you from this. That's right.
Gone. Reduced to atoms. It vanished like the lost colony of Roanoke. Never to be found again.
Nope. So, as you're sitting there in your tavern, basically thrown into an expedition that you have no fucking business being a part of due to some weird unforeseen circumstances from an unknown entity. Me, because I don't know how to fucking plan this shit out accordingly. You're basically assistant manager of your tavern kind of walks up to you after you came back and you sat down, everything happened accordingly, sir? Was there anything I should take note of for future endeavors outside?
Well, roads seem to be a bit too dangerous to travel these days, so keep that in the mind. Probably be operating from about here for the next, foreseeable future, really. For the most part, just kind of let the boys know there's some trouble going down. Something, not entirely sure what it is, but some bad actors, I'd say, are around about the city. But I want, if we can, have word out on the street, have people looking for him, and make sure, first and foremost, of course, that the lads are all okay.
They came in a day or so ago. Patched up, a little wistful wear, but they're fine. One thing I did want to bring up note with you, sir, is that we've heard reports of someone visiting your brother's grave. No one knows exactly who, but some of us guys who spend the night in the town after their days will go walking past that area on the way back home and just notice someone strange just kind of standing front of your brother's grave. In which case, as best we all know, to pay your brother due their respects. So we try to make sure no one desecrates it. And anytime that we've seen this figure come by, they've walked off without a trace. It's happened at least twice now since you've been gone.
All right. Well, I'll be sure to look into that.
Is there anything else I could assist you with, so, or shall I go back to attending my duties?
Nothing too major, I think. Though, I suppose if any more so lawman types here are coming looking for me. You've always known what to do, right, Clem?
Yes, sir. You're here working. As you
Always been here
do.
working, and if they need to talk to me, I haven't been in a week. And I'll clap him on the back.
In which case he does his, respectful nod, as he's getting up, and just leaves, goes off to do his own thing. And I will say that Arden will come to Race Tavern. I don't have a map for Panda's Tavern still, and it's been 3 months.
It's fine.
Superior Tavern moment.
So, as you make your way into the tavern, Arden, you'll notice John is sitting up on the second level. As you make
Arden
your way
is immediately going to go grab a drink.
Oh, no, that's fine.
As he should.
Can I see him from here, or is it?
Yeah. You can see him.
Okay, then I'll like kind of make eye contact with him and like raise my mug to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll toast you back.
And shortly after.
Think Aragorn from the Strider intro from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
Like he's just gonna be doing that shit.
I gotta move you to a corner of the tavern, like super far away from everybody, near nobody, just menacingly brooding.
Oh yeah, channeling my inner Viggo Mortensen.
Turbo, I will also say that shortly after Arden arrives, I keep clicking the wrong goddamn thing. That both you and Panda make your way over to Race Tavern as well. You were leaving your newspaper station, right?
Yeah, once everything was good to publish, I was going to do that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Panda, just to keep you in the loop, I'm just gonna have you like leave to go rendezvous, like give everybody like, hey, like here's the heads up from me. I won't be able to get information like for a few days. And you meet Turbo on the road as you make your way over here.
Fair enough.
Before I go to Raid Tavern, I'm gonna have Max send a note to the Writers Guildmaster. And the note will read, hey, remember when I told you I was going to publish some things that you weren't going to like? Tomorrow's edition...
Check this out.
Tomorrow's edition isn't what I had in mind, but you are most certainly not going to like it. But you have to understand it needs to be published as written. And... I will beg for his forgiveness later.
Okay.
That's what the note reads.
All right. A note is sent. You probably won't get it till tomorrow morning due to the fact that everything's closing down for the day. So
Right, we're after hours now, but
yeah, we're after hours.
After hours.
So with everyone here in the tavern, Hannah, you want to go ahead and relay what information
Fuck,
you
sorry.
have? No, you're good. Relay whatever information you have. Like I said, it's like the bare minimum. Like you've heard like some small stories about the cracked eye of Roanoke. How it's like a new upcoming religion. Wraith would obviously fill in a bit more details about how it's starting to take a more heavier root in the Dwarven Kingdom. And this, we'll just grab them here. I'm gonna move you over here to where I want to move over here. As you're discussing this, as you are discussing this, amongst yourselves, trying to think, a courier, that's the word.
There you go.
Comes running in.
There you are. I've been looking for you. Got something to deliver. Your hands
Your
on.
eyes only. It's one of Braun's couriers underneath his payroll. And he goes, Mr. Braun! Mr. Braun!
Ron's dead, lad.
I thought you shaved his day. That's right. I got your. Man, I'm bad today.
Hey, remember your dead brother? Remember how he's dead?
Holy shit!
Got a message for him from Hal.
Oh my god.
Hey, Braun,
I am fucking it up so bad today with this session. I knew I should have been like, you know what? Let's skip today. Mr. John. Mr. John. The one man who's still alive, unlike his brother.
Wow.
The second try.
I feel like that's arguably worse.
Insane levels of pain right
Yeah,
there.
that's actually quite correct. I have no surviving family members. My father's dead, my mother's dead, my brother's dead. Whole family's
just
fucking
me.
dead.
Dear
That's true.
Christ.
You have a letter for me.
Good, give it, get out.
Is it addressed to
All
a single
around me
individual?
are familiar faces, warm places.
The courier runs up to you.
You just make your elder or your fucking duplicate just to fuck with him because now he can deliver the letter to Braun.
Oh my god. The courier runs up to you. Goes, Sir.
Got a letter here for a guy with a dead brother.
Oh my god. I'm choking on nothing. Your brother's grave, sir. Someone seems to have taken the lid off. And the entire fucking area is under watch, but I knew you would have wanted to know as soon as possible, if not have waited.
They've done what now?
It would
There was a
seem,
word for the robbing of graves.
yeah, I was going to say, basically, it would seem that someone has gone around multiple graves and has been, taking items from burial ceremonies, like, the gold, the silver stuff that we put in for service, and it seems that your Well, this grave has been ransacked, sir. But there's more. There's more guards there than normal. It's not like 1 or 2. It's at least 5 or 6, and they won't let anybody into the grave site, sir.
Right?
Time to introduce incredible violence.
What do you know? It was Braun committing all those murders all this time. John really was innocent.
It was, actually.
It really was.
Yeah, unironically,
The dude can't go that far. It was just
Was a ghost. Ooh.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Ghost.
I lost my train of thought by that ghost comment.
It's
Yeah,
the
so the
ghost.
courier,
With malicious intent.
the courier relays the information that your brother's grave site has been ransacked, along with many others. But they seem to be more keen.
And this is with the heightened guard presence?
Right now, in that area, no. It's a grave site. It's more or less in the lower part of the town, the shit, like the shitty area.
It's more like just kind of a small patch of swamp, really.
Visions of anti-Ethel intensify.
But yeah. So the courier relays that message to you. Kind of looks at your your right hand, general manager. He just kind of looks at you, and go. And it's kind of like, fuck. Well, we heard, we saw. Now we know exactly what happened. Shall we go see what we can do, sir? See if we have any, guards underneath our payroll. See if we can gain any information.
I'll always try to find out exactly what happened, yeah. Or more importantly, who.
I'll see who we can scrounge up on our payroll and get back with you for any information as we find it, sir. In which case, both the your assistant and the courier kind of walk off outside. Discuss the finer points of it all. Let's see. Turbo, do you feel like staying the night here? Or do you want to try to go stay the night at your,
No, I'm
newspaper?
going to stay the night here with Braun.
Alright.
And I'm also...
Where he's safe from his boo thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell Mac to do the same. Not necessarily... Well, yeah, I'm actually going to tell her to come with me and have her crash here as well.
Okay. Arden, are you going to stay at the tavern for the night?
No, he's going to go out and find a nice tree.
Alright. As one does. Panda, I'm assuming you're going to go back to your tavern and go sleep.
Yeah, I don't really have a reason to not sleep in my own bed if it's within running distance.
Yeah, fair. Go ahead. Alright. So, as everyone goes in for the night. Turbo, you have a dream.
Big bird, big bird, big bird.
Meeting.
Oh. Braun Dockermans, Braun Dockers.
As you
I don't know, man.
fall asleep for the night, you start dreaming of the 9 hells where your patron is at. Where a small impish creature goes. It's like kind of standing over you as you're lying down on the ground. Just kind of kicks you in the face. Oi! Wake up, Lovejoy!
Why does it always have to start with a fucking kick? What happened to pleasantries and hellos and how
What's
have you
the imp's
been?
name?
You know, as like you're lying down, he says that, he just kind of nods, and he just left hooks you into your face where you're missing your left eye. Is that better for pleasantries, or you are going to continue to bitch about it? The mistress
He sounds
wants
like a Philip.
All right, then, yeah, tell her I'm here. Fuck. Stop hitting me, you fucking little twat.
I know you are, but what am I? He just kind of saunters off, and it's just kind of like waiting for you to like follow him.
I will follow the asshole.
Mm-hmm. And Lovejoy has been getting his shit kicked in these past couple of sessions. Will he ever catch a break? Tune in next time, Dragon Ball Z. So as you're walking through this very desolate area of the Nine Hells, where tall pillars of obsidian reaching out with infernal speech kind of laden in across it, you're walking through what you do know as the Midnight Court of your patron. You're walking past other devils, other servants who have been brought into service for your mistress. And the little imp creature goes, "Wait here. Have to let the lady know that you've made it. Please, try to fucking present yourself better." He just kind of like wanders, like saunters off, like Gollum style, just kind of wanders off, up the stairs and through the door. And you're just standing there, and you'll notice that another contracted soul that you've talked to, and your like business meetings with the lady who's been there, just kind of waves over you. So, "Oi, Lovejoy! Dear God, you took quite a fucking beating. What happened to your eye?"
Long story, I'm afraid. Cults and being in places I probably shouldn't have been, but
Oh, that's how most of us ended up. I mean, he just kind of like, he turns his body and just kind of like gestures wide, like, "We are here in the Midnight Court, after all." Still, though, you aren't meant to see the lady for two cycles now. What did you do that seems to have pissed her off most royally?
it's a great question. One that I'm afraid I really don't have quite the answer to. But I guess we'll just have to figure it out.
Oh, and with that, like, the door is open, and the little impling comes out and goes, "Oi, Lovejoy! The mistress will see you now. Get up here." And just kind of like motions wildly for you to get up there.
I'll saunter up.
Mm-hmm. As you make your way up the staircase, you are led into a very wide expanse, open area. The walls and floor are all made of the exact same cut of obsidian. It almost seems it's one solid piece by how the floor and the walls seamlessly mold up and together. Rows and rows of tapestries are laid against the wall and pull up into the roof through an open cavity. as a soft white light pulls down into the open area. With that is 4 seats, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, each responding to different subsections, sub-houses of the Midnight Court, leading up to a small platform with a single seat where the Midnight Lady, your patron, sits on the court. Drinking out of a goblet of a pure red substance, which you can only assume is either wine, blood, or a sick combination of both. And as the doors close, everyone just slowly turns to you, their eyes blazing with different colors of hellfire flame. And as the lady looks to you, she places her goblet and goes like, well, well, well. If it isn't my favorite servant, Lovejoy, you and me have so much to discuss.
Do we? Because one of our friends outside told me that I wasn't really due for another 2 weeks. And to be quite honest, I've got quite a lot going on. So
whenever you speak out of turn, she just slowly she closes her left hand that's free, and you feel a pressure building around your heart. I am the one who decides whether or not you are due for a visit. I cannot
Francis
for the once.
Cannot catch a break.
Yeah, he can't. I cannot for what anybody else says, but I do know that we need to have a talk. She releases her hand, the pressure's off of your heart. She looks at all of us. All of you, leave us. All the members of the house get up, walk outside. And they close the door. And the lady starts walking towards you. And against your will, because you don't have a choice in the matter due to your patron contract, you get down on one knee and bow to her. And then she stands before you. And you lift your chin up to look at her. And she goes, tell me how you came across Jarrell Mock. And with that, the session ends.
Pain.